Hello, 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 hello. One, two. Ah, check, 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 check. Yes, it's not the show. Oh, how you doing? It's been a long time. Ah, leo tunajua tunapunga kuhusu. Let me confirm from this panel. Let me check out. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe I would like to introduce my name. I go by the name Marlon K. You have just to welcome. I welcome all for the podcast. Today, we want to talk about. I will talk about playmakers in Western region, Western Kenya. I mean, and I thank everybody for joining. It's another day, another dialogue. We say thank you. We say thank you for the gift of life before we start. Uh, One thing I want to say that everything is a journey, and starting a journey is not an easy task. We keep on pushing every now and then. Oh, yes. So the first of all, maybe just have to counter check. Is it working right now? Let me confirm. Let me confirm. Yes. Let me share some of my videos. Uh, Keep on subscribing to this channel. We need to grow it. On the comment section, we just have to comment. Yes. So, sijui nisemaje. Nilikuwa nataka tuongelele one story which seems to be a story which maybe one of two of you, three of you won't believe about it. Yes, so kitu ya kwanza, I want just to, before I proceed, I thank you live, and I say welcome to my YouTube channel. As Ali said, I go by the name Marlon K. I'm your host, and I would like to welcome you. I would like to welcome everybody. Yeah. So kitu yenye hatujaijua, I still say that we say thank you for everything. Maybe I'm trying to repeat myself. But the reason why I'm doing this is because of two things. What I'm doing this, um, to be specific, or maybe to jump to the topic of today. Uh, as Ali said, uh, I wanted to talk about the the rainmakers from Western Kenya. Okay, maybe before I proceed, uh, for the new joiners, people are joining. I go by the name Marlon K, your host, and as Ali said, it has been a journey. Uh, for those who have been supporting me in everything I do, I say thank you. Oh, so the topic of today, I want just to talk about the rainmakers. Okay, before maybe I proceed, I personally come from Western Kenya. Natoka Western manze mini. Okay, Western we have the most populated area in Western, or the community in generally. We speak the Luya dialect. Uh, we have uh, we have around 19 sub-tribe, uh, which means that we speak the Luya language. But at some point, we seem not to be having one voice way maybe down, but you can hear one of your tribe or one of your clan or sub tribe talking, but you can hear what's saying or she's saying, but maybe you cannot talk with the same dialect. Maybe before that, uh, as we believe, to gonna okay, first of all, maybe I will have to start where I come from. Uh, okay, my mom and my dad were both lawyers, and my mom was from Bunyore. If you know somewhere called Bunyore, bordering this Siaya and Kisumu County. And then my dad was from Maragoli. Maragoli is a sub-tribe in Iviga County. So in Iviga, we have three sub-tribes. In Iviga, we have two sub-tribe, which we have the Maragolis, which I am a Maragoli, and we have a Bunyore. Bunyore is my uncle's side where my mom came from, and then on the sub-tribe, we have the Tiriki. So, if I may mention one or two people who come from the Tiriki land, we have the late Jirongo. May his soul rest in peace. Jirongo comes from Viga, a place called, I think, Shamahoho, yeah, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, so you find most of the people from Western Kenya, or as per I see, most to be more specific, kupata msenatoka Vihiga. Vihiga is a small county. I may say that is among the small county, but very populated. So you see the likes of Amisi, this MP from, is it Kitale or Sabot? Amisi comes from Vihiga, where I come from. But the only thing that you normally find that most of us maybe we normally go and buy land somewhere, or from Kosin you find that Viga is, as I've earlier said, it's a highly populated place, and the land is too small there. So that's why you find that most of the people, they will go and buy land to the schemes. You see the likes of Jirongo. That's why you find that Jirongo was staying in a scheme, Lugare, and Lugare is in Kakamega County. So that was not the topic of today, but maybe I'm trying just to give you few updates regarding what I'm trying to say. To talk about the The other sub-tribe, we go to Kakamega. So as Aval said that Viga we have three sub-tribe which is Maragoli, which I personally am a Maragoli. And then we have who this? We have the Banyore. So Banyore are my sub-tribe from my mom's side. And then we have the Tirikis. Tirikis borders Kakamega. Yeah, the other side of Vihiga. So when you come from Chavakali going up to Kakamega, that's where the Tiriki, and then there is this place called Amisi. If you know Osoti is a Tiriki. Okay, I'm not trying to define this topic as a political, but we cannot deny the fact that both of us we are in any political affiliation, whether you can't deny this. So I see people normally say that they don't want to associate themselves with the politics, but with one way or another, you will just have to associate to affiliate yourself on a political side. On uh, let me just move to Kakamega. Kakamega, we have a lot of so many sub tribe. We have by Itaho. Yes, so nikisema Itaho, maybe mtu mwingine atakuja kufikiria story ingine, but Itaho is a sub tribe. We have what this? We have the Kabarasis. We have Wesuha. We have Wawanga from Mumias, Nabongo Mumia, and this is where we find that we normally say that we are a big kind of big community, where the reason why you say that most of the time we normally say that we do and the Luya nation does not have the unity. It's not all about the unity. We share different ideas. That's why you find that in any political affiliation or in any political arrangement, when it comes to maybe the general election, you will find we produce the leadership from different political affiliation. We don't just stick on one political direction where ati mnaambiwa ati, for instance, maybe there's someone that maybe has a little influence from Luya Nation. We can say it's Mdavadi, and there's no way, or maybe we can say Wetangula, and at some point maybe we can say maybe right now we are seeing Sifuna is coming on board with the, but Sifuna is not a loyal leader, but as I see from Sifuna is a kind of a national leader, and I'm up with this guy for the strength is trying to push. That was not the topic of today, and maybe, but before I jump to the main topic of today, I need to give you a few stories about where we come from, and then from there we gotta jump to the topic of today. The topic remains that the rainmakers from Western Kenya, to be specific, Viga County. Kuna mtu ata argue how, but I will have to tell you something so that you can learn something from different community and different, yeah. On top of that, I think I haven't done with Kakamega. We have the Waitaho, Waisuka, Wakabarasi, Wawanga. Who else? Who am I forgetting out? So right now, Viga, we have three sub-tribe. So come to Kakamega, we have around four. Those are seven. No, I think Kakamega has, I think if I'm not wrong, around five. So we are reaching eight. Yeah. Let us just move now to Bungoma. Bungoma, I think they have one. Bungoma's a county. I think we have only one sub-tribe, and the sub-tribe, they call them Wabukusu. Wabukusu, is subtribe is where place that mostly Wetangula comes where mostly Wetangula comes from. What else? Uh, uh-huh. Another thing that maybe you need to like to know that the likes of Michael Kijano Amalwa came from the Bukusu community, and that's why we normally have that battle between the who is who and who is dominating where. So you find us the Bukusus and Wamaragoli. We normally have that kind of battle who is more powerful than other, and that's something has been there for a long period of time. Since then, they had the times of these people called the father to Moses Mdamba Mdavadi was used to call was his name? What was his name? I think Mudamba Mdavadi. Not wrong. Um, so that's why you find that the Ford Kenya party of it just went to germinate mostly in Bungoma. That's where you find that Bungoma is more dominated with the Ford Kenya. And but as you know, Ford Kenya was a national party which was under Jaramogi Odinga, the father of Raila Odinga, the later Raila Odinga. May his soul rest in peace. On top of that, maybe we move to Busia. Okay, I've I stayed for Busia for almost around 4 years, 5 years. I used to school in Busia, in a school called Nambale Boys High School. That's where I school. I'm alumni of Nambale Boys High School. Um, so in Busia, we have I think we have four sub tribes. Teso being one of them, but Teso are not lawyers. Not maybe I'm not trying to be tribal, but I'm just trying. They're in Busia County, but Teso are not lawyers. Tesos are plain Nilots, who settle in between Kenya border and Uganda border, and that's where they found themselves in Busia County. So in Busia County, when you come to Luya sub tribe, we have Wahayo, so we have Wamarachi, we have what are these people from Budalangi. So I think in Busia we have three sub tribes, but four plus the Tesos, but Tesos are not lawyers. Yeah. We have the Marachi, we have the Ohio. Wamarachi occupies uh, Marachi occupies from I think from Butula, and then okay, we have Wanyala, Wanyala. So in Busia we have four sub tribe of Luya, Wanyala, Wakayo, Wamarachi, and four. Sorry, three. Sorry, I'm sorry for that. So you find that where I was schooling, the school is uh is kind of in between. I think it's just in Baja area. So yeah, so at that point we have reached around 12. So 8 plus 3, 11 sub tribe. But I'm thinking there is some sub tribe which uh, I'm kind of forgetting. Yeah, so from that we have the Saboti. Saboti, I think Saboti. That's why you find the likes of Amisi, this MP of Saboti. Uh, I think those are the people who just shifted from Vihiga, maybe by the land, by buying the land from Saboti, and that's the reason why. But you find most of the Saboti are lawyers. So I think that's another sub tribe, Saboti, but lawyers who have who intermarried with the Luya, the Kalenjins, I mean. So they have that a sub tribe called Saboti. They border Uganda, and mostly they surround this Mount Elgon. Sorry, yeah. I think I have a bit history of that area, and I'm not badly off for what I've tried to explain and everything I've explained on this. So maybe jumping to the main topic of today, and maybe I was talking about rainmakers. This is our main topic we're gonna talk about today. The rainmakers from Viga. So on top of that, maybe I would like to narrow down and to try to break down so that you can understand what I'm trying to mean. Um, what else? I think if I'm not wrong, maybe I will be just be talking to myself here and my sound, because there's a time. Okay, sometimes these things they have challenges. You find that if you have opened up, okay, at some point that you find that yourself you are both a director, you are a sound engineer, you are a visual director, everything. So you find sometimes that you go live and you try to talk, you narrate a story. From there, you find that huku umeseti kila kitu azini kila maybe ulikuwa umeswitch something off, so unabonga tu na kuna mtu anakusikia. But at this point, I think I've learned so much things regarding the something to do with podcast and something to do with the sound engineering. That's where you find that coming with something to do with the sound system is not just a walk in the park. You need to learn some few things. Um, Maybe before I proceed, so we need just to talk about something about Viga County, where I come from. Viga County is a county surrounded with from the other side. We have been surrounded with the Siaya County, surrounded by Kisumu County. Not surround. We borders Kisumu County from the other side of Luanda, and the other side of Luanda, the lower part, maybe from Siaya to Luanda, that's Siaya County, and then the other side we have Nandi County, that's Maragoli, and then the other side, uh, that's Kakamega County. So we guys kind of surrounded by four counties. That's uh, Siaya County, Kisumu County, Nandi County, and Kakamega County. Yes, I know from I can see from there. I've tried to explain and expound in everything, so we can jump to the topic of today. As Ali said that we gotta talk about the rainmakers from Viga. We call it Viga. And as I've heard that as from Monday this week, President was touring Viga County, and he was launching the Kidundu. The Kidundu Stadium is from Viga, where I come from. Viga is home of talent. We are good in football, rugby. You see the people likes of Injera, called Injera. Injera comes from Viga. You see the likes of who this, the likes of Oscar Kadenge. Oscar Kadenge come from Viga. Yeah, and we think we come from almost I cannot say the same village, but we come from the same area. So you find that that's why you find that most of it comes to talent, and we think everything. I'm not even trying to say Marty, I'm the two term, but we just give credit where it dues. I'm saying that the launch of the stadium was launched the other day, and the stadium is under progress, under construction. So the area is gonna be maybe developed in some way or another. So that's kudos. Say we give credit where it dues. And yeah, as Ali said that we need just to have few two words regarding the brain makers of Higa. Okay, I personally I say that we have two families. We have the Ngany's family who normally make rains or stop rain from raining, and from the day that I believed those guys can do miracles, and yeah, it's a true story, and I can say that it's not. I'm talking after experience, and those guys I know them. I've ever interacted with them in my childhood. So maybe I'll just take you through. There was a scenario back then. It was around two early 2000, or yeah, it was almost early 2000. There is this neighbor of ours from my mom's side happened to die, and you know the rainmakers normally get that kind of what do you call? They get a living, and they are not celebrating at some point, but they get a living from maybe funerals, maybe weddings, maybe celebration which there requires a lot of attention. So those guy can make rain come or can stop rain not to rain. So there's a time back then. So there is this neighbor of ours who died, and it's not that they were not they were they were they were not well off, walikuwa sawa wenye wanajiweza. So the guy is called Msumba. Msumba is a rainmaker, and is a neighbor from my shosho side, which is in Rwanda, Viga. There's a place. Okay, maybe before I proceed, I want just to talk about the clans, and we have clans in Luya. And so from there in Viga, as I earlier said, that rainmakers come from Bunyore, and in that Bunyore we have specific clan. It's called Abasiekwe. Abasiekwe are the one making rain, and in those Wasiekwe communities or houses, there were those people who were anointed to be the rainmakers, and that's kind of inheritance from one what can I say, from one lineage to another. There's that inheritance. So there was this scenario, and I remember back in the days in 1998 when my grandpa died. Uh, there were a lot of rain, which maybe happened to do or two things, but maybe it was just the plan of the day. So back to what happened to this somebody who died for a neighbor. So with Jama, he died or she died, and it was the burial day. Hiyo siku ilikuwa ni burial day yake. So obvious during the burial day inakwanga as in you want a peaceful burial day whereby hakuna distraction ya you have no distraction from rain, or you want a clear weather, or so that the funeral can be in a scenario whereby it's being conducted in a way that there's no that kind of confusion, and maybe so this guy called him Sumba. Sumba came and asked for his dues maybe so that he can stop the rain from raining. So the guy was chased away, and he was told that Ishia, if you want rain inyeshe, wache inyeshe. Damn, let the guy go. The guy goes, and from there, after maybe, because they normally come in the morning to prepare you so that you can, okay, you find that most of the Luya community, when it comes to funeral, okay, funeral is like a celebration. We celebrate funeral, and being the last day of that somebody's going to be buried, That is supposed to be a celebration. We change our bulls. If you are a man, bull must the two or three bulls must get down. If you are a woman, yeah, that's a culture of ours. So we normally believe that when you die, that is your last respect. So people need to eat well. People need to, yeah. So it's all about the topic is today is all about rainmakers. The rainmakers comes only from Viga County, and from that Viga County, they come from Bunyore sub tribe, and from that sub tribe, we have clans. The rainmakers come from Abasikwe. So my mom come from a Basekwe clan. So the rainmakers for sure they're there even right now as we talk right now. There is this school called Sibila. So there is a shrine there in a hill called Usikulu. There is a hill called Usikulu. In between there's a place called Ipali. In between Ipali and Siaya, and there are a place maybe called Dukamoja. So if you are ever coming from Nairobi or you're coming from Kisumu after Luanda you teremka up to Ascote. Ascote you enter Ipali. After Ipali you enter a place called Sibila. So that Kamulima there. So that school and there was a concern and it came into place and it came into passing. Uh, most of the most of the people maybe who were the rainmakers, they were they okay what can I say? Uh, they collaborated with the people from I think there was the European from is it from USA or from UK? So they had to incorporate and they have uh, a meteorological place in that place, and that place have really grown and people are doing their research. A radio station was built there. Even right now it's working. Back it was around 10 years ago, maybe 10, not even 10 years ago, so back around 15 years ago. So everything is in place. So there's this guy called okay. So in that community or in that clan, we have two families. We have the Nganyis family are the one at the rainmakers. And I'm not saying this maybe for the cloud chasing. They do that, and I know them, and I know where they come from, and I've ever interacted with them. Their kids, I know them. Yeah. So the point is, the time that the lady who was about maybe to be buried the day of the burial, Musumba was just away by the family, akaambiwa ende ulete hiyo mvua, kama ukitaka kuleta uende. Yo man, it was a mess man. The guy went kama amekasirika, akaenda akafanya mavitu zake pupupu, wacha usikie bu. Okay, I remember those days I was nilikuwa kama niko circumcised, so we were still in a Murumba. So we were circumcised that time. And I personally, with my brother, we were not able to go out, and but we experienced that. So from there, Sumba went and did his things, and the rain came in, raining like dogs and cats. So everything came to a standstill. The rain ilipiga watu, the kaburi that the lady was supposed to be buried in, the kaburi imejaa maji. The okay, I remember those days ukukwanga na simu. People took the vioka and went direct to that guy. Akamwambia, bro, can you stop the rain, please? We want to bury this woman with a lot of respect. They bulls of that guy, they always normally zinakuanga nyama. Because we normally slaughter bull. After slaughtering the bull is where that nyama, you will given part of the nyama and maybe a sugar and maybe some cash. But I don't think cash. Cash is not all about the. No, they normally being given part of the bull and some unga and some milk and then another thing, a must thing, sugar. But on top of that, they are normally being given some cash. So the guy was approached and say what? In a few minutes, mvua iliacha kunyesha. So from there, kukakuwa na burial, I think, but alikuwa mvua ilikuwa isha spoil kila kitu. The grave was full of water. So I came to believe, okay, even not I came to believe that time, but I personally, I know we have rainmakers from Western. And Western, to be specific, we have a subtribe called Banyore from Viga County. And Banyore, we have clans. Clans, we have Abasiekwe, Abatungui, Abasikare, and yeah. So you find the like of the governor of Viga, the Wilberforce teacher, comes from uh, a sub clan called Abakasara. So in that Abakasara, we have uh, some people who shifted from that place. They went to Ebutongo. There's a place called Msire. We have Msire boys. That's where Otichlo comes from, but it comes from a sub clan called Abasiekwe Abakasara. Yo, I think I know a little of history, and yes, the topic of today was all about the rainmakers from Vaigi County, from Bunyore. We have two community or two families or two house who can make rain or can stop rain, not rain. These are the Ngani families and Omsumba family. Yes. So I want to hear I want to hear your feedback. Don't forget to leave your comment on your comment section, and don't forget to share the video, and forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. Before I proceed, maybe I want to talk about something to do. It's all about rainmakers in Vaiga. So there's this school called Esbila. The Esbila started as a day school back then. I saw it rising from back then, and the reason why that school surviving is because of the rainmakers. Because you find that uh, most of the people maybe come into Kenya. They normally want to go and visit that place, which is a plus to people of Vihiga County in terms of revenue collection. So it's a tour. Okay, if you think that I'm lying, just go on your Google. So go on your Google and Google about the rainmakers from Vihiga County. You'll find the stories real, and is something that is there and it's been there since I was born. Nimeipata hapo hivyo na tunachunga wase wako na wase wanafanya, you know what it is, they do what it is, and that's where they get their daily bread. And yeah, so maybe someone can ask, can they bring rain during the dry season? No. When it's dry season, they don't bring. Their capability is just to control. When it's a rain season, they can control rain not to rain, and they can control that rain to rain during rain season. But during drought season, there's something beyond their case. But they control. They use some shrines thing to control that. So I think you have learned something small from this podcast about the rainmakers from Viga County, from Banyore community, from Abasiekwe clan. Yeah. Um. Maybe at some. Let me check this. If I may confirm something. Uh. So. Uh. Keep on watching and please. Don't forget subscribe and don't forget to like and share the video. I promised you guys to be doing this on a daily basis, but I've been experiencing some few challenges regarding so many things which at least I've worked on, which is not a complete session as from now. Uh, I had something to do with something to some audio interface, which has been a problem to me. And at some point, you can hear that I've tried to work on it, and it's a good progress. I can't complain because everything come on board with a challenge, and we learn from challenges and we improve on challenges. Um, so I've not had time maybe to do the recordings. Okay, I prefer raw content. And some point, okay, there's some people prefer uh the it the edited the recorded kind of content, which at some point it require a lot of time. And yes, it's a good thing, but this is the thing that I'm trying to try, because you find that there are some few challenges that I've experienced. I've done so many things. I've done so many recording, or I've done so many live, but I normally happen to delete them. The reason being that maybe I'm doing live, my laptop just goes off. You wonder what's going on. You buy something maybe to cover that party, another something come on board with an issue. So those are part of the challenges. But with time, we're gonna overcome it. Maybe at some point, I had bought some cables on the side of the mixer. So I thought it's a solution, a one-time solution. Still not yet there. But all in all, I've gotten where the problem is, which I'm gonna work on it in uh, in a few time, so that we can bring so many guests on board. I want this session, or I want this podcast to be with at least four 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 guests. Yeah, I don't want a scenario where maybe I want to have more guests who have different ideology, who can argue on a few things. So, as Ali said, uh, we discuss everything here. I'm not choosing any topic. I think I'm versatile. I can do any topic when it comes to this. Uh, when it comes to this kind. Yeah, I'm getting someone saying that putting the mic too close. Okay, I can understand you. This is a dynamic microphone. So the dynamic microphone normally work like that. So maybe at some point, maybe. What about there? Can you hear that? Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, this is a dynamic microphone, and it's a kind of microphone whereby it does not get it does not get distraction from maybe outside, and yeah, I think I'm clear. So this is a dynamic microphone, as Ali said. The reason that I prefer using this microphone, hata kukuwe na msee huko nje, nikuwe na msee amekaa hapa hivi aongee, haezi sikika. Mimi peke yangu ndo nitasikika tu peke yangu. So that's the reason why I prefer dynamic microphone. Because I remember there was a time one of my friend told me that I need to buy the clip microphone. Okay, which is a good idea. I'm not training it, but I personally, this is an in-house kind of podcast. Where it does not require such kind of microphone. I prefer wired kind of microphone so that I can get the clear sound from my audio or my sound interface. Yeah, thank you for feedback, Rio. And I think maybe with time we gotta improve with everything, man. This a journey, man. It's all about sacrifice, and it's all about do something to do with sound. And without a good sound, no one gonna listen to your pod. But maybe with the time, to improve, manze. And yes, acha comment hapo kwa comment section, man. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Um, yes, we want to do a live and live kind of videos in everything we do, because we find that we want a content whereby tunakuwa na ile content manze iko sio iko filtered. We want a raw content. This is the thing that I'm trying to work on, and maybe at some point with the time, I have a lot of guests. Maybe we need just come to on board. But the reason that haven't maybe have some most of the guests coming. The reason being that there are some few things that I feel that haven't finalized. But maybe with the time we're gonna be there. Yeah. Uh-huh. I think the topic of today, I want to hear or to hear the comment section. I want to hear your feedback from the comment section. And at some point, if you feel like going to Viga with the rainmakers, go and tour that place. Yeah, we make rain, we stop rain. As I'll say, you can Google it. If you think that I'm lying, unaweza Google pale, enda pale Google and confirm the rainmakers. They only come from Viga, no any place. So, yeah. And this, you find that the rainmakers contribute a lot of, when it comes to maybe politics or whatever. You find some unapatanga kama kuna rallies. If there's a rally, they will come on board. They get some few coins from the politician. If they want their rally or their mkutano to be n- to be not disrupted by rain, they come in place, wanapata some things hapo, wanapata pesa, maybe, yeah. So but right now I'm seeing I think from the back then the government that I think was the Kibaki government, that the way that they brought in the wazungu, and they did a good job there. And we have a lot of things when it comes to weather forecast ziko hapo. So na as Ali said, hiyo place paka kuna radio station yenye imekuwa nimeajiriwa say. So it's a good kind of thing. And maybe mtu anasema ni okay, I normally believe that kuna mtu anasema ai hawa ni wachawi, but you know kukuwa mchawi hey, it's all about a belief. Hata wewe unaweza kuwa mchawi, unaona, it's all about believing the way we normally believe in God. uh, a belief is a most important thing, and believe ukibelieve uko na ile believe you believe in something, it normally come to pass. Even right now tu ukisema tu aje nataka kubelieve hii kitu, ukonge na hiyo believe strong, unataka kumuvisha hii kitu ipande juu ikae kwa hewa, you can do it. So I think the rainmakers they normally do an inheritance. You find that maybe they normally don't give all of their kids. They normally pick only one kid. So wanampea hiyo kipawa ya kuwa the rainmaker. They don't give all of them. They normally pick or hand over that power to one of their kid. And mostly inafaa ikuwe ni mtoto wa kiume, not a lady. So men are the one doing that job, and it's not even at a tender age. There's that age, maybe you need to reach that age. I mean, maybe at most maybe 30 and above, because that's kind of spirit. Now you find that most of them they normally have that kind of that wanakwanga na spirit fulani yenye unapatanga they don't just active that normal sana. I think they more of the because they normal goes sana sana kwa shrines, and you know what it takes to go into the shrines and maybe doing such kind of things. It can you know what I mean. Um, so I think for the topic of today, I'm done, and I will maybe try to respond on your comment section, and yeah. Also, as Ali said, Viga County is a sport area, and that's why you find that the president right now, ako huko amekuwa kuanzia Monday, is doing some project when it come to sport facility. You see the Kidundu Stadium, which is from Viga. It's they had groundbreaking. Was it on Monday? Yeah. So we are hoping maybe in few months or maybe at most 1 year, maybe by December we are going to have an international stadium in Viga. So that's a place where Viga United normally play, Viga Starlet, and there is this other side of Viga. We have Luanda Villa, but Luanda Villa they normally have their own stadium in Luanda. So that's a good move, and I'm not here maybe to campaign for someone, or maybe I'm not here for 2 term or 1 term. At some point, we normally just want to give credit where it dues, as Al said. Um, I think wase wachukue kura manze. That's another thing. Chukua kura, and we need to make a change. And my advice is that we need to stop this kind of maybe voting on emotion or with emotions. Vote mtu mwenye anajua atakuja kumake change, not all about voting on a tribal line, and that's something that normally kill Kenyans. We vote on a tribal line, which at end we normally come in and start complaining about the leadership of the nation, and wherever, and with the one we voting in those leaders. So I'm not here to endorse anyone, and I'm not here to say that I'm a 1 term affiliate or a 2 term. I'm just here to watch. So when time comes for voting, I know I'm gonna make the right decision, and uko na kura moja, hiyo kura moja yako manze, let it make a difference. Mm-hmm. Maybe on a local politics, Uh, we'll talk about the same thing, or the same thing that normally affect us from the ground roots up to the presidential seat. It's all about mtu wangu, mtu wetu. If we go that direction, man, we are failing as a nation. We need to vote leaders uh, who have good, who had good manifestos and who can make a change and who can make a change on everything anything regarding education, everything regarding recreation facility, sports. At some point, I believe sports are something that can earn someone money and you can earn a living from the sport. You see the likes of people like Wanyama, his brother Mariga. They got what it takes and they got what they have in football. So what can I say? I say talent pays. If you have a kid who is talented, you need to nurture in everything and support her or him. Don't start maybe kumwambia soma kwanza. Okay, so kusoma is part of the deal and kila mtu akuwe na knowledge. We normally don't go to school alone to get A's, and we cannot be equal. So I believe maybe us back in the days, most of us or most of the people, I bet they can attest to that. They didn't had that the right guidance when it comes, kwa sababu mtu alikuwa na feeling tu akidunda mtihani, that's the end of life. So we need to move out of that, and seeing that maybe we experienced that during those days, we need to make that change to our kids. Getting an A in exam does not mean that you got everything. Uh, we are not saying that you go to school and get an E. Try your level best, get something, and we cannot go all of us to universities. If you have a kid maybe and you feel that we have technical institute, mpeleka hapo afanye something technical, ajiri wasee ama fanya ajiri job yake ama tengeneza job yake. It's not all about us. We need just to be employed. We go to school to to be innovators. We need to innovate. If you're not going to school, maybe to come out of school ati ndo ajiriwe job. Naona we need to change from that. And as millennial, I as a person, I'm a millennium. So maybe we didn't experience that, and that's the advice we can give our Gen Z and the alphas at large. Yeah, I think that comes to the end of the show. I'm your host, Marlon K. The Pod. Thank you for watching, everybody. This was a short one, but next time it's gonna be a big one when I'm really prepared. This was a candid kind of podcast. I haven't prepared anything, so I say thank you. Who will come across this video and who will like, who will comment, and maybe who will share on their platform. I say thank you. Thank you, everybody. We cut it off. I got to another